Hey everyone, Vernon Snyder here. How are you? Thanks so much for joining me and Anthony Coviello here. We are at Sound Exchange, Wayne, New Jersey. Sound Exchange session happening right now, right here. Interesting topic today, I think. We've all grown up being huge music fans, collecting our stuff. Music can be done both, independently, but it also obviously as group with friends, go to big, huge concerts and all that sort of stuff. But I've always found, or at least it's appeared to me, that music fans are seen as outsiders. Not quite the same way, like if you're a big sports fanatic, this is like totally acceptable, everyone's cool with it, it seems like. But being a music fan, it's sort of like, oh, why are you into that stuff?
I've got many points on this.
Mm-hmm.
I think one is there's a stigma on anybody who collects anything.
Yeah. True, that's true. Because you referenced when we were talking about this earlier, comics.
Yes.
Right? Comic book fans are kind of seen the same way,
Sneaker
outsiders.
collectors,
Right.
all this stuff.
Yeah.
So if you remove that,
Right.
I think we went through a point when it was even worse. Does that bother you?
Yes.
Because you can't control it, right?
I can't. You're driving me nuts.
Do you ever walk like those guys who walk with their keys on their hip?
Oh, and
I
the
can't
jingling?
do that because I don't control it.
Right.
If I was tapping it to whatever rhythm and beat
Right.
I am, it's fine. But if it's just on my hip,
Yeah.
it freaks me out. Right now, if you were clicking the pen,
Right.
totally fine. But I'm not doing it in a rhythm
Yeah.
that goes with
What you're saying.
anything.
Oh.
Right? But now, you could click it in a rhythm that doesn't even go with your saying, but it's your
Right.
rhythm. Go ahead, just
Right.
click it.
Second. Not even working for me.
Well, you got,
you have to
oh,
pop
yeah,
it.
yeah,
Oh. Now I see the fun in it, though.
Right? So it's just
It's like a fidget.
it's a fidget thing.
Oh.
We've fidgeted our whole lives.
There's
Somebody made
a
a mint
button
on
release on it. I will say that I did enjoy that this looks like a shot. I saw this when I came in, so. All
All
right.
right, so
Back to our topic.
where the frick were we? So there's I think we
Nerds.
went through a spot when we were kids. Nobody messed with us. Maybe just our parents.
Yeah.
But we really didn't have a lot of because
Yeah, I didn't have a lot of friends.
But the friends we did have, they liked to talk music, and we
Right.
went to each other's houses. We traded cassettes, and then we went through a point where people weren't buying music anymore. So having that stuff and amassing a collection, people would say, "What are you doing?
Right.
Why? What's the
Why don't you get rid of it?
yeah?" Or why don't you get rid of the cases and just keep it in those thick books? Or
Right,
why
right.
do you have albums?
Right.
Why do you have records? Get the CD,
Right.
and then you could just throw out the case and put it in your handy little book.
Put it in your car.
Yeah, so I think there was a time when it became looking like you were a
Passe.
geek again.
Yeah.
And then I think now nobody cares.
Yeah, that's
Kids are stoked. Even adults. We have people all ages in here, from 8 to 80, coming in here and buying
physical.
cassette tape. Yeah, I try not to use the word physical.
Oh, okay. Why not?
I don't know.
Tangible?
Nope.
No?
I think it all bothers me.
You just want to call it cassettes, LPs.
And CDs.
Yeah.
When you say physical media, I think it lessens it. It puts it into a box
Sounds
that's
commercial.
really generic and commercial.
Yes.
And I don't.
Yeah.
So before I say it, it
Oh.
irks me.
I like to be efficient. Use as few words as like to get to a point.
Me too. So
Yeah.
do I. And that's where it comes in your head. The conundrum.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Right. What?
Damn it.
Right. I
Yeah.
want to say this. But
I
I
want
don't.
to say this, but I don't.
Right.
So,
And that's the geek in us.
Yes.
Worrying about that sort of stuff.
but yeah, there was definitely a hard point in time, and there's definitely still people out there that look oddly at you for having things.
Yeah. I think I've maybe experienced it more in the side. Most people who watch my channel know I'm an architect, so I work in what I call, the professional world or an office type setting. And I will say that everyone thinks what I do in the music and all, they think it's, as they say, quote, "Oh, that's very cool," kind of thing, right? But it's like the people.
Sup? How you
How are you?
doing?
Good.
The people.
I'm not in the shot.
No,
Unless
you're
you
good.
wanna
You're
be.
good. Yeah,
No.
you want to poke your head around.
Thanks.
People in the office, they stand around the water cooler in the morning. They talk about the game from the night before,
Or they talk about the chicks they banged the night before. They talk about all this nonsense that
No.
makes no sense to us because we're not assholes like that.
Yeah.
You and I would stand around the water cooler and say, "Hey,
Right.
that Black Crowes Amorica reissue.
Oh my God, are you
Tell me
getting
about
that?
yeah.
Right.
So that's why. So yes. So I'm gonna. Your word is perfect. Outcast. That
Yeah.
makes us immediately the outcast
We're different.
because we're the smaller group.
True, absolutely.
Where they're
Just the
different to
smaller-
us.
Right.
as the larger group.
Right. To us, that's an outcast. I've never been a sports fan, and there's nothing wrong with it.
Nothing
it just
wrong with
doesn't
anything you do or
tickle
like.
me.
Yeah, but we've just never subscribed to that group of
Right.
beings. What's up, man?
What's up?
How you
Back to
doing?
more fun. Good to see you, man.
See you, brother.
Holidays are coming.
Holidays
again.
are coming.
Yes,
The
they
good
are.
stuff this year. So
We're gearing up.
Gearing up for the holidays. So
Yeah, there's one person in my office that's a music nut like me. She goes to a lot of concerts and loves music. She's kind of moved away from buying anything physical. So I'll go up and I'll be like, oh man, new Bruce Springsteen's coming out. And she's a huge Bruce Springsteen fan. But then it might take her like 2 weeks to get around to listening to it. But she'll go to like 2-3 concerts a week.
that's awesome.
So yeah, so you know, everyone's a little different, but she'll always kind of come up to me and be like, oh my God, I saw so-and-so last night. It was so amazing. And then as soon as other people like start to walk up to talk to me about something else, she's like, okay, I'll talk to you later. Like
It's a secret.
it's like a secret thing between us. Yeah.
We can't talk out loud about the love of
Music. Because
music we have,
it's not the norm.
because it is not the norm.
Yeah. But anyone else is like, oh my God, did you see the game last night? Did you see the whatever? Or they talk politics.
Or they talk. Yeah.
Right?
There's,
That's a big thing right now. I never grew up with people talking politics. Oh my God, but now it's like, did you see what so-and-so did? Or can you believe this person's running for office or just whatever? And I'm like,
And then you and I are trying to debate which is the better album on the Bruce Springsteen Lost Albums box set.
that's right, exactly. And
Why
I'm-
does this one move you? Well, why does this one move you? Well, why do you think this one's less than this one?
Yeah,
That is our bullshit.
exactly. And I guess they listen to that and you know, I don't think we're strange or whatever.
I think
but-
we lead a happier life because we're not concerned with the other stuff that ruins
that gets them stressed out.
that gets you stressed out, that ruins
Yeah.
the time that you're existing in at the moment.
I have never been stressed out about music other than saying,
Shitty packaging.
or maybe like I want a new album from an artist and they haven't made it or whatever. But I mean, generally speaking, I do not get stressed or frustrated the way I do with politics or.
Nope. I get anxious about waiting for a release.
Yes, but it's kind of a fun anxiousness.
yeah.
It's anticipation.
It's anticipation.
Yeah.
Just like Dr. Frankenfurter said.
Yes. Rock and roll.
Rocky Horror
Picture show. Thank you. Which is another sort of whole outcast
Oh
sort
yeah,
of thing.
and that's I've always felt I fit in that group more than anything else.
Right? And I think, see, music is more accepting too of people's differences and personalities.
Yeah.
It's more creative, right? Whereas like sports fits in a norm and you have to be a particular type to play and to do and
Well, used to. Oh yes, to be
to be
and
in
play.
it. Right.
But remember when sports fans, they had to be a particular thing also.
Yeah.
So another thing, acceptance worldwide,
Right.
which is where I miss something in the world where people are so easy to divide and cut and place people in boxes. But if you
Yeah.
look at, let's take sports. If you look at sports fans are of everything now.
Yeah.
How many? I work in bars. Half of the people screaming at games now, all
Right.
sports, are women.
Yeah.
You never used to see that.
No.
The inclusivity is there. People need to leave their house to see it.
That is true. I mean, and you can look at sports worldwide and the different types of sports games there are, especially like soccer. Just look at soccer, right? All the different varieties of people, countries that play it.
Yeah.
Very different than like U.S. football or something,
Yeah.
which is more of a singular type
Yep.
thing.
But just the fan base. The fan base is not singular anymore. The
Right.
fan base is, it's everybody
Should we
and everything.
thank Taylor Swift for that?
No, I think it started before that.
It did,
Before Taylor
absolutely.
Swift
But
was
I mean,
huge.
like even
Well,
little
Taylor
girls,
Swift
little teen
introduced
girls.
little girls
Yes.
to watching a bunch of grown men beat each other up.
Right, and hanging with their dads or their brothers or their
And I
whatever.
think that's awesome. It's a way to share something and maybe make new rituals, because we don't have
Yeah.
rituals anymore. Rituals is the
Yeah.
wrong word. What do you
Traditions.
call it? Traditions. Yeah.
Absolutely. That's true. I agree with that. And, you know, the fact that she was able to do that and the crossover from that, I think it's a wonderful thing.
I think we're all outcasts, and if we just realize we're all outcasts with our own outcasted shit,
Yeah,
I think we'd all just get along.
we would get along. But I think
Because I don't care about your outcast. Just don't fuck with me for my outcast.
True. But there are people that think they fit in the norm and or want to be in the norm and would never admit any difference to themselves. And I also think that's why those people single out, say, creative types who are into music and things like that, because it's not what they are. And any
Or they're
difference-
afraid to want to
do that.
try it.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Hey, how
what's
are
up,
you?
man? Every time I drink, there's moisture on the thing. So
It's on
and
your
for
nose.
some reason, you know, I got the big guinea nose. So when I drink, my nose hits the thing. I'm always so.
Yeah.
I
It's
just-
part of the norm.
Every time I take a sip,
Right.
you know,
You're like a cat. How's Leroy doing?
Bruce Leroy's great.
Bruce Leroy. So yeah, I think bottom line, music fans probably are not seen as big an outcast today as when we were growing up. But I know that, and we talked about it, where genres definitely separated and defined us back then. And so there was even more outcast amongst whether you were into the popular music or not.
One group with subgroups.
Yeah.
Now it's just you like music.
That's right.
Which is cool. It's
It
a
is
great
cool.
evolution.
It's grown, it's bigger, it's also more acceptable. But I agree. I think a lot of the whole which part of group you are, which group you aren't part of, there's less of that is an issue. But as you already pointed out, there's so much more division, maybe more politically or opinion wise. There's huge division in that regard. But it fortunately doesn't seem to roll over as much in music as it once did. I mean, look at the younger artists who do all different genres. Taylor Swift, right? She started country, she goes pop.
Yeah.
And other artists that will be a pop artist, then like
Hip-hop into
Beyonce,
country, Jelly
make the
Roll.
country, exactly, hip hop into country, or make the rock album, Miley Cyrus, makes the Joan Jett and the Blackheart style type album,
Yeah.
Runaways, I should say, So I think that's pretty cool too, and I think that's breaking down barriers and help making music and different genres and different types not be as big as
What's up, brother?
outcast.
Do you have Alice's Restaurant
On LP or CD?
CD?
Gabe, can you check Arlo Guthrie and see if the Alice's Restaurant CD is in the section?
Two.
2 copies.
If worse comes worse, I can order it if we don't have it in stock. But Gabe's gonna check for you.
it for Thanksgiving.
You got plenty
Oh,
of time.
right, yes. That's
My
right,
CD
that's a
orders
classic.
come on Tuesdays or Wednesdays. I'll have it.
Got two?
Only one, right? Check.
All right.
Check the used wall, Gabe.
Yeah, see maybe if there's a used copy. Right, so.
So I guess the sake of being an outcast,
Right?
love your outcast and love the other person for their outcast.
Absolutely.
Be the change you want to see, man. Be just spread the love.
Spread the love, absolutely.
We're all outcasts.
We're all outcasts, and if we all see our differences, then there really aren't
There
differences.
really aren't any differences.
In the end of the day.
There isn't.
That's right. And bottom line, just enjoy music.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.